What's up guys, welcome back. Today we're working on a square body again. As you see, the other day I pulled the whole front end off of this thing, pulled that big brush guard off of it, trying to clean some stuff up. I went to change out the inner fenders and the whole fenders were rusted, so I figured I got to get new ones anyway. I'm pulling it all apart. So I pulled that all off. I climbed under there, pulled all the fuel lines off, because we don't need those for the LS swap. I'll have all new fuel lines. Pulled that off-road design cross member and engine mounts out so we can get this all cleaned up, get it primed and painted before we start putting this thing back together. So that's what we're going to be trying to do today, get this thing all ready to drop that engine in. So that's enough talking, let's get into it. All right guys, so here's where we're at. I got the firewall painted kind of up underneath the tunnel. Just some of this duplicolor engine. It's like kind of a flat black, resist heat, stuff like that. I just want to make it all uniform instead of dungy and dirty and a couple different shades of faded red. So I got that painted. I'm gonna throw another coat on really quick. Then I'm gonna get this thing pushed back outside because when I was painting last night, I was hotboxing this place and there was fumes and overspray everywhere. So I'm gonna do that. Get these frame rails painted. What I'm using for them is just some of this etching, self-etching primer, and then going over it with some of this Rust-Oleum. It's a satin color as well, so I think that'll make it look good. I've had to keep telling myself this thing is not a show truck. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not trying to make it look perfect. I'm just trying to make it look better than it does. So I'm gonna push this thing out, get the frame painted, and then we'll be ready to start going back together with this thing. We got her all painted up, pushed back in the garage. I think it turned out pretty good. That frame all primed and painted. I think it looks pretty good. It looks 100 times better than it did before. Now, I didn't do the springs or the axle. The reason being, I'm gonna lift this thing, so these springs are gonna be going away. I'm gonna be taking it all apart anyway, so I'll just do that at the time. And two, this axle needs a little work. You can see it's got a seal leaking. I haven't even popped the cover on this thing or anything. And I also need to re-gear this to match the rear end that I put in this thing. So I didn't want to waste the time doing that right now. It'll be a lot easier when it's out from under the truck and I can access everything, change those seals, re-gear it, do all that kind of stuff, make sure it's good to go. But it turned out pretty good. This is the hardest part for me when I do something like this, paint it. I just want to keep going on it and start putting parts on and keep working on it. But I'm gonna let this thing dry overnight. Tomorrow, we'll get all that stuff put in and installed for the final time, get it ready to go. And that's just one step closer to throwing the LS in it, which may happen tomorrow. I don't know, we'll see how long it takes. But the frame's all good to go. I'm liking how it turned out. And I'm hoping we're mostly done with taking stuff off of this. And from now forward, we'll be putting stuff back onto it. I got a paint line on my face from that mask, so I'm gonna go get cleaned up and I'll see you guys tomorrow. And we're back. Today I'm gonna get the cross member put in, get that thing all bolted in there. Hopefully it'll go smoothly, get those engine mounts in, and then throw in that steering box brace. So this thing is ready to throw the engine in. So I'm gonna get going on that. We got her all in there. As you can see, we got that cross member in, the motor mounts in. Like I mentioned earlier, this is not an easy process. If I didn't have this thing all torn apart, I would not do it. Trying to drill those holes through the bottom, trying to get all this stuff lined up and installed. It's not the easiest project to do. Honestly, I would rather just notch the frame because it would have been easier to do that and you have access to everything. But it's in there. I do think it will be a little bit stronger. We also got all the brake lines reattached to the frame, so we're good to go. Got the steering box brace in. So this thing is ready to drop the engine in. I think the only thing left I'm going to do is maybe tidy up some of these wires, get rid of some that I don't need. I know there's a couple running to the back that I don't need, so I'll probably tidy a few of those up. But in the next video, we're going to be dropping that engine in, getting it set in there, all attached, start hooking stuff up, keep this project rolling. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't seen my other channel and you guys like firearms, go check it out. Ballistically Challenge. I'll try and link it below. But thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and we'll see you guys next time.